Saturday DMV, and welcome back to Major Impact on the DCW Channel 50. I am joined today by my favorite co-hosts, Ellie and Aquania. Hey ladies, how are things?
I am in Paris. Oui. You know, I'm like, we just gotta be everywhere. I feel like I'm at this phase in life where if I can go, I'm going. Okay? If we can get on a plane, let's go.
Coming up on the show, we have some lady guests who can introduce us to some fresh ideas to increase your revenue.
Yes. So before we come up with our special guest, let's talk about some hot topics, some sizzling hot topics. So we remember Keke Palmer's boyfriend, Darius Dalton, made those comments about what she was wearing while at the Usher concert. Baby, and everybody, it almost broke the internet. So, rumors surfaced that they broke up allegedly. And Rexford Darius actually spoke out saying that he has moved on, honey, okay, since the Usher incident. And that now new news is simultaneously came out with the release of Usher's new music video, Boyfriend, featuring, guess who? Look, mind blown, Keke Palmer. So Darius has since spoken out on Twitter, again, going to social media, denying claims that he has spoken to anyone or given permission, this is a boss move, for anybody to speak to him about the incident. Plain drama. What are your thoughts, ladies?
Man, I tell you, some people just could not win. It's like after one thing after another. And honestly, I don't know if this press is helping them or hurting them, but hey, they are on the top of mind of people. And this video is going to get all the looks. So I'm kind of not mad at any of them for just continuing to stay in the news cycle, which is what some people have to do sometimes. But it is unfortunate that their family business is just out there and being misconstrued. And we really don't know the truth. And it's none of our business. So honestly, do you, Keke? Do you, Darius?
I mean, I really wish he had never brought it to social media. If he had a problem with what she was wearing, that's a phone call, right? That's a babe. You know, I'm glad you had fun, but Nick's outfit, that's something private. I mean, it was, they were just clowning him on social media. I'm just happy for Keke because she's turning that pain into some profits, and we love to see it, right? So speaking of splits, okay, did you ladies hear about Britney Spears? I know Britney is like kind of, our generation when we were younger, but after just over a year of marriage, Britney Spears and husband Sam Asghari are calling it quits. Right now, very little is known about what led to the divorce. Even Britney is shocked, according to a statement she released to fans on Instagram. What we do know is that Sam is the one who filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. You know that's what they all say, right? Every time it's a celebrity, they all put irreconcilable differences. And Britney does have a prenup in place that reportedly leaves Sam with nothing. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. What do y'all think about this? I'm just happy about the prenup, okay?
Yes. I tell women all the time, it doesn't matter how much you have. If you have established wealth or plan to establish significant wealth through your business, before you get married, you should be talking about a prenup to protect yourself as well as your partner's assets. And I think it's totally fine if the relationship is no longer working or serving the two of you to separate, but use that prenup as the terms of the separation agreement. So there's really no issues. And I tell you, I've heard time and time again from attorneys that celebrities do it right because then they allow love to be love and the legal issues to be predetermined. So it is an easy separation for everyone.
But let me just say this, even with both couples, guys, it is hard enough having a relationship. Can we just be honest for a minute? It's hard enough having a relationship, but then you add the layer of being in the public eye, and then you add the layer of everybody having an opinion with just both of them, right? It's like, keep it in-house, right? Like that would solve most of the problems if you would just deal with it on your own, because who wants to build an empire if you don't have anybody to share it with? I believe that. Like, come on, somebody.
Come on.
So I hope they all find some true love that will stick.
Me too. We want the ladies to get the bag and the bae, right? We want both. You want the bag and the bae. You want to have both.
So I can't agree more. Yes.
That's the way to do it. But in more positive news, ladies, Lizzo is making a comeback, which is like, after those harmful allegations of abuse made by some of her former dancers. At an Atlanta concert, Beyonce proclaimed her love for Lizzo on stage. Wow. This comes after fans assumed Beyonce was snubbing Lizzo by removing her name from the Break My Soul Queen remix. Now, more support for Lizzo is pouring out as a group of dancers who previously danced with Lizzo on her TV show, Lizzo's Watch Out for the Big Girls, which aired in 2022. So, I mean, I guess this is a good thing. What do you guys think about this? I'm a little surprised, honestly.
I am too.
So go ahead, Akwanya.
Most celebrities will let the water settle on what happened before they start to weigh in or defend. But I mean, Beyonce is a queen. She can do what she wants to do, and she chose to take this stance. I'm still waiting to see what really happens, unless it's all been settled behind the scenes and we already just don't know it. But we'll see what happens in the long run. But I was quite surprised.
It was not looking good for a long time. And so let me just say, whether you like Beyonce, whether you like Lizzo, like whether you're a fan or not, my stance about the whole thing was I just don't want to see any queens take a fall like that, especially when that's your brand, because that can destroy everything. So I just was like, I hope the truth comes out, because people always have something to say and you don't know what people's motives are, right? And so this is looking good. So I'm just happy to see. Look, everybody likes a comeback. Look, MILL voice.
I'm AJ Aquia Johnson, and I help people rock their better. I help people connect with their happy. And you're watching Connect Network TV.
Hi, I'm Dondre Whitfield, and go check out my book, Male vs. Man. And you are watching the Connect Network TV.
Welcome back to Major Impact right here on the DCW Channel 50. And today we have a very special guest, six-figure maker. Please welcome the CEO and founder of two, not one but two, notary businesses, Miss Amber Gist. Hi, Amber.
Hi.
Hi, thank you for having me. Thank you. Hi.
We're
Welcome
so excited to have you.
Yes, we're so excited to have you, girl. You are making
Happy
such
to be here.
an impact in the world of notary. And I just need to know, how did you originally become interested in being a notary and start taking over like this?
Well, it all started out of necessity. So my background is education. I was a teacher before, and then I went on to be a counselor, where I was essentially helping high school students reach their potential and go on to careers, and then doing some other adult education as far as parents go and some of the teachers there. And so the need came when I was looking for other ways to make extra money, because I wanted to buy a house. I wanted to have a few more things for my kids and my family, and I wanted to travel more. So I began to look at other ways to bring in income, and then notary came up, and it really sparked my interest quite a bit. And after, a good few, maybe 6 months of research and figuring out everything, all the pieces, and learning everything I could, I went ahead and jumped the gun and went all the way in, created the business day one, and it's been rolling ever since.
I love that, girl. I love that. And I absolutely love the fact that this is something you started, like you say, out of necessity, because I remember 4 years ago, I wanted to make extra money and I was going to be a notary, but girl, I couldn't do it. So shout out to you, love. You brought it all the way through. Now, in layman's terms, please tell us, what is a notary?
So a notary being an official witness of the state. So yes, we are official. Okay, we're official. Helps to prevent fraud by witnessing, signing of documents, administering oaths. A notary is official witness of the state, and we prevent fraud. And we do that by witnessing, signing of documents, or administering oaths. The notary is there to make sure participants are willing and tasks are carried out properly. Notaries can only work in the state in which they are appointed, and their duties usually include administering oaths or affirmations, obviously maintaining proper records, and performing things like marriage ceremonies if the state permits a notary to do so. There are so many other things that a notary can do, but that's the basic gist of what we do.
It's so funny you say that, because that was going to be one of my next questions, is like, what are some of the reasons people use notaries? So you mentioned marriage ceremonies, but what other purpose could I hire you for?
Any business or legal proceedings that may happen usually need a notary. So if you go into look into real estate, insurance, attorneys, they all require a notary for at least 1 to 3 documents. So let's say you're purchasing, selling, or refinancing a home, a notary has to be there to finalize those documents. If you're doing a will, a trust, it's anything with estate planning, a notary has to be there. Buying a car, selling a car, anything that has to do with medical directives, all those types of things need a notary. So essentially, we are a recession proof.
That's so important, because nowadays people need businesses that can survive in any climate. So let's tell everyone all the tea. How long does it take? If I want to become a notary, what am I going to have to do? How long am I going to have to wait before I can get this money?
So to become a notary, it usually takes 3 to maybe 4 months, kind of depends on your state. And especially since COVID kind of, uprooted everyone's lives, the processing time kind of went, is a little bit longer. So however long the state takes to take your application, take your fee, obviously, some of them require training or an exam. So, it's really like a span, but definitely you can get started within about 4 months.
Oh, yes. Okay. So we have quick turnaround time. And
Absolutely.
I remember in the intro, Terry mentioned you have 2 notary businesses. So can you share more about that? What types of notary businesses do you have?
Thank you. I actually have 3. So I have the notary business that I started, the baby, which is actually providing notary services to my community. And then the other 2 have to do with education and helping other notaries in their journey. So I own what's called the Notary Academy, where I teach, educate, mentor, coach. I even create their websites, and I even do audits on their Google business pages, and just anything I need to do to support other notaries on their journey so that they can be financially free. That's all what you'll get at the Notary Academy. The third one is what's called Notary Lotus. And that is basically a nationwide notary directory where any individual that might need a notary can log on, do a search, and find a notary, a wedding officiant, any of the different niches that a notary could do, you would find them there.
Yes, Amber, we are here for it. And what I find so impressive is that you have really made a career out of this. A lot of people see a notary, as maybe a side gig or a side hustle, but you're doing it with 3. So I want to know, for the people as well, how much can someone actually make annually as a notary?
Good question. So it kind of depends on your goals. If you're going to do this as a side gig, which is perfectly fine, and a lot of people do that to pay bills, get out of debt, or you can do this part-time or full-time. And all 3 of them are just perfect. I don't ever say you need to be full-time, because everybody's has that wherever they are in life. A notary can range anywhere between maybe $40,000 and $70,000, probably on year 2 or 3, only because year 1 and 2 is mostly about making those connections, networking, marketing, getting your name out there. And honestly, as soon as you start to really, be a staple in the community, you're going to find that the income is really not that hard to achieve.
I absolutely love that. And let me tell you how this is one of those businesses, and I want to hear more from you, that there's a lot of upward potential with profits because of the amount you put out to start the business. Not as much. I have a group coaching program for entrepreneurs, and several of them were notaries and even travel notaries. So I want to hear from you. How does your training and mentorship program help others to start a successful notary business? Because you're out here doing the thing.
Yeah.
Right. So I did marry the 2 of my passions, which is education and being an educator already. And then obviously now notary. So I married the 2, created the Notary Academy. And the way my program differs from many others is because I start my notaries down at the bottom. Okay. I show them how to create and structure their business. I show them the systems and processes on the back end. And then I get into the education and teaching them the etiquette, the correct things to do, the correct documents to notarize. And then on top of that, I teach them about marketing and how to get your name out there and show the world basically who they are.
Yes, that is so good because marketing is the key to really getting your business out there. I feel like so many women have great skills, great businesses, but do not have enough visibility and awareness that they exist. And so marketing is how you get out there. So I love that. That's really cool.
That's really, really good. It's so needed. I always hear and I always say that marketing is just being the loudest person in the room. So you are empowering them to be loud, to show who they are, to really just get more clients. And that's so important because, like you said, this is a recession-proof business. And if we can spread this to more women, that's a lot more women who can be financially empowered. So Amber, thank you so much for your insight and your expertise with the notary business. I had no idea it could be so fruitful. I might need to double back, and add this as a little side gig because I overlooked it in 2019, but it might be time to bring it back. So please do give us your websites, right? Please give us your websites and your social media handles so that the viewers know how to reach you. And I do too.
Sure. Okay. So the website is thenotaryacademy.net and the notary directory is notarylotus.com. And I'm on Instagram as amber.thenotary and the Notary Academy is at the Notary Academy.
We absolutely love it. So thank you so much for being transparent about your journey, for sharing everything about this business. Super awesome resource. So thank you so much for being here. So all right, DMV, don't you dare move. You're welcome. So all right, DMV, don't you dare move because coming soon is the infamous Miss London Knight and she is back and coming through with all the teen entertainment. So stay tuned.
Women thrive. You can find me on Instagram at I'm Ananda Lewis or on my new app Elixir, available in all app stores right now. And you're watching the Connect Network TV.
So welcome back. Thank you for tuning in to Major Impact. And we are back with the lovely London Knighton. Now she has some entertainment news. Hey, London.
Hello.
Hey, boo.
We just love her. So tell us what is going on in the entertainment news. What is going on in these streets?
Listen, there's a lot going on. Ladies, how y'all feeling?
So good. You look great.
Yes. That takes one to no one's favorite.
Right.
All my kisses, all my love. So, ladies, imagine we're in the movie theater, right? A fighting scene comes up on the screen. It's Batman and there's Barbie. Who's the winner? What you think? Who you got? Who's winning?
My money's on Barbie, honey.
Yes, always for the women.
Girl power all day long.
And the winner is Barbie. Listen, fantasize no more because it is a Barbie world, honey, and we are living in it. London Barbie, reporting for duty. Okay, Update. Barbie, the movie, has officially beat Batman, becoming the highest grossing picture release in Warner Brother Discovery's 100-year history. Okay, can we just...
Wow.
Okay, Queen Power. I said 100 years. Okay, in the history of the company. So Queen Power to Miss Greta Gerwig, the director. She's a brilliant director outside of being a female, but despite the fact she's a brilliant director outside of her just being a female, but the female power of this film did not disappoint. Number one, taking the title away from the 2008 release of The Dark Knight by Christopher Nolan. Y'all remember that? That was actually $536 million. At the box office, Barbie has come in with the numbers, grossing $537 million.
With a capital M. So let me just say that, wow, like this is the power of, and Ellie just talked about the power of marketing, because all of the hype, all of the music, everybody getting dressed up to wear pink, like guys, all of that made people, I'm gonna be honest, I was like excited to see it, but I wasn't like super excited. But when I went there and actually watched the movie, I was like, it had so many good messages and it was so positive, right? Like in this day and age, just to see the pink and the smiles and everything. So brilliant, because at the end of the day, I respect business and I respect genius, and it was genius the hype, and the results are there to prove it. Come on, somebody.
I know. I'm like so proud. That was marketing. I think what I learned from her release is you can never market too much, and don't let anyone tell you that it's too much, because it's never too much. Never, ever, ever. So I'm excited. Girl power, Barbie power.
I'm going to be one of those people who supports late, because I still need to catch it, but I'm a contributor.
I know, I haven't watched it yet, girl. So we can go watch it together. Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
I can probably catch a matinee at this point. You know, I'm all about a discount. Okay. So moving right along, this weekend was so action-packed in the cities, ladies. I'm still hydrating. Listen, we just recently celebrated in Washington, D.C., the 9th annual Chuck Brown Day. Woo, 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 woo. Listen, for those of you who are unaware, or I guess kind of square, see what I did there? Chuck Brown is the godfather of go-go music. Go-go music is the genre of Washington, D.C. You can look it up if you are unfamiliar. Instrument heavy, drums of all types. You got the cymbals. It's just a band formation. And Chuck Brown is the godfather of go-go. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, y'all hit us up in the DMs on the Connect Network TV. And let's connect. But no, the godfather of go-go, his legacy lives on so strong through his children, through the city. Like, you feel his heartbeat through the city. His park, there is a Chuck Brown Park. It was too small to fit the capacity of people who wanted to come out and show love to this man. Okay, talk about a legacy. That's what I want to leave behind, a legacy like that. Okay.
I agree.
That's a good one.
Concert at the National Stadium. So we're in the ballpark, just looking all cute, ending our summer. As you guys stated, the summer is coming to an end quickly, so we have to live it up. Okay, ladies. So while we're on the topic of music and entertainment, how y'all feeling about Chris Brown? Are we still checking for him? Are we lukewarm? How we feeling? Do we love him?
Hey, if the music is good, I'm going to dance to it, because that's what it's all about for me. I try to stay out of the personal life, because that can get a little sticky.
Yeah. I would say I agree with you, Apanya. I may not really care for him as a person, but the music does what it needs to do. So I'm here for it.
And I'll tell you the one thing that I do admire, right? So we're going to be positive. The one thing I admire is that he's using his gift. He's passionate about it, and he is a worker. He's going to keep on doing it and keep on doing it as long as he can. And apparently people love it, because he's still making music and people are still buying. So I love seeing people use their gift and be successful. And that 1,000% he does. And he can dance. Child.
And he can dance. That's true. He really has not aged. Like, that's one thing I'll give to him. He has continued to be at this level of the bar. It has not dipped. So I love that for him. I really do.
And hashtag rehabilitation. Let's give second chances. I love her. Look, I love me some Chris Brown. I am a little biased because that's one of my favorite collaborators. What up, though? But you know, I'm all about my queen power. So, you know, it's all love. It's all love all around the world. So with that said, Chris Breezy is gearing up to release his 11th studio album. It is a little early, but I'm telling you guys because he released the news to the world. So with that said, this coming November, I'm telling you guys a little bit early because he just released this news to the world himself. So I want to release it as well. So we're not late to the party. This coming November 11/11, Chris Brown will be releasing his 11th studio album, and I am here for it. Everyone knows this particular summer has been hashtag too hot, and it could all get a little breezy. You see what I did there? We love it. We're here for all of it, London.
We are.
He has been, if you guys have checked out his new record with Ciara, How We Roll, oh my gosh, that is my jam. Now that's on her just released album, CC. Shout out my girl. But I digress. The music is that's being put out to the market is fabulous in my opinion. You can roll, you can dance, move and groove. So shout out Chris Breeze and shout out CC.
Let's go. I'm here for good music anytime. I love a good summer, fall hit. So let's do it.
For real, for real. Oh, and guys, before I get out of here, I want to say in this summer on this note, okay, catch me, your girl, London the Bridge Knighton, at the Lincoln Theater this September 8th through the 10th in the play Grease with a Side of Mumbo Sauce. Okay.
Oh, congratulations.
Right.
That is so cute. I'm excited.
Yes, and I love it. I love the Mambo sauce. For those who don't know, that is a very DC thing where you get fried chicken wings and a special sauce. I swear that is only made in the DMV. So guys, I know that's going to be good because when the sauce gets into play, you know it's going to be good.
Add that, sprinkle that thing.
Yes.
I love you, ladies, and I hope you have a continuously great week. And I'll see you.
Thank you, London. She's amazing.
Amazing. And you know, I almost wanted to bring up with the Ciara thing. Like, did y'all see that she's preggo again? Isn't it cute? And the way she revealed it in a little video on social showing her belly. Her and her husband, Russell Wilson, are expecting baby number 4 and their beautifully blended family. And although we don't know the sex of the baby yet, we know that sex makes babies. And I'm one who's ecstatic to see a beautiful family continue to grow. So this is super exciting for the two of them. So shout out to Ciara and Russell Wilson.
And let me just say, that's true legacy.
Yes, they are definitely showing us how it's done, blending families together, building wealth, and continuing to just display Black love. And I love to see it. I love to see their family grow, and I'm so happy for them.
It's so beautiful.
So thank you, London. And that is all for our show today. Thank you to all of our guests. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next week. Same time, same place. Major impact, y'all.
You're watching the Connect Network TV on the CW.
I am Aquania Escarnate.
I'm Ellie Joe.
And I am Terry Hauser.
And we're your hosts of The Major Impact.
Yes, so call your mama, call your girlfriend, call all your people as we deep dive in about financing, investing, and legacy every Saturday morning at 11:30 a.m. only on the